How about y'all? You got Hawg, your Southern Diablo 4 resource. Thanks for stopping by. So we got some new news that ain't really new news. I'm sure a lot of y'all are seeing these. Y'all, to be honest, they just straight clickbait at this point. I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to only bring you information as we know it from Blizzard. Not these little videos we're seeing with a clip of Twitter. Yeah, I'm guilty of trying to do it with one video. I'm kind of been trying some new things on the channel. So I did do a video like that. I'm trying not to do that for y'all because we're already having a real hard withdrawal problem from the beta. So I'm not going to try to keep feeding this, this craving that we're having for the game with bullshit information, because that's literally what 99% of these channels are putting out right now. They're either cruising Twitter looking for comments, using that as official stuff, or pulling stuff from the technical alpha way back in November saying that's in-game strategy. Y'all just stop, please. So anyway, as y'all know, there was a new video put out by Blizzard yesterday. I was fishing. I thought it was going to be like the live stream, and I came home and it was just a little 6-minute video touching on the end game. It has already it's already got people squawking, saying this is not in game, and this is not anything. This is just another D3 with a reskin. Well, if y'all remember what D3 in dungeon was, it was you clicked on a little totem in town, you scroll down to a number, and you hit open. That's what the D3 end game was. So you cannot sit here and tell me that this, what I'm fixing to present to you, is D3 end game reskinned. Let's check it out. All right, so the first thing you're going to have is a capstone dungeon. And once you complete this capstone dungeon, it will allow you to go to the next world tier. There are 4 world tiers that we know about right now. So if you hear there's 5, 6, 7, 8 from other people, don't listen to it because they don't know. Okay, unless you hear it straight from Blizzard or from the developers on a live stream or something from Blizzard Forum that's from an official community member or community moderator, whatever they're called, community leaders. Don't listen to it. Your Paragon maps. Okay, we've all kind of seen something about the Paragon map. There's no new news about the Paragon maps that they haven't already told us in a live stream. So you can rotate the Paragon boards. There's 200 points that you can put into the Paragon system. Okay, and there are, this is new to me, so it might be new to you. There are legendary nodes. So I knew that you could, like, use strength or intelligence or willpower or, whatever, and work your way down. But I had kind of either didn't know or forgot about the legendary nodes. So it's another legendary power that is in that Paragon board. Yes, it is very expensive, which I don't know if y'all know, but notice this. I've watched all these other content creators, and no one has talked about gold. I have preached about gold from day one from the beta. Gold, 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 gold is very important, right? And that's from Eros, all right? So y'all make sure to go check out Eros Gaming. I'm going to pin his channel right here. He's the one that told us about gold, okay? He got to play way before we did, and he knew gold was going to be a problem. And everyone else said gold wasn't going to be a problem, and now everybody's crying about gold, okay? So it's going to cost like 56, 57,000 to refund one node on the Paragon board. So before everyone starts crying, you know that you're going to have to plan your character out, and you're going to have to play with a purpose. You can't just go in there, power level, throw some sets on, and go do a 150 like you were in Diablo 3. Everybody bitched about that. Everybody hated it and wanted it gone. And so now it's gone, and now everybody's still bitching about it. Can't have your cake and eat it too. Of course, we all know about the codex of power, so they talked about that a little more. It holds aspects related to your characters. It does not contain all of the legendary aspects, so that's another thing that everybody needs to know right now. We're looking at all these Diablo 4 planners and all this, and this data mine, which I personally think is probably just half of the stuff that we're seeing. Well, another thing is aspects can drop by themselves, so we didn't see that in the beta. So that's something else we didn't know about. You don't have to just extract aspects off an item. They actually do drop by themselves. All right, so now part of the end game is going to be Nightmare Dungeons. We've heard a lot about these. There's over 120 dungeons in the entire game. Every single solitary one of those can be turned into a nightmare dungeon using a sigil. What the sigils do is they alter the playstyle. They can add an affix to the dungeon. They make the dungeon a lot harder. They can put in different monsters from different areas of the map using different affixes. So one of those would be, what's this called? The Hell Gate. Opens a red portal, a bunch of monsters from different areas. So remember that too, that monsters, just like in every other Diablo game, monsters are native to certain areas. So if you have this Hellgate open up, you might be in, let's say, Act 1, but monsters from Act 3 could flood in. Now, you also get, obviously, more difficulty, more objectives. It's just an overall harder dungeon that has a darker feel to it and just more overall intensity. Another aspect of the endgame is going to be the Helltide events, and basically that's an area of the map that becomes influenced real heavily by Lilith's corruption or evil or whatever. Those areas are going to have way more powerful monsters than you're used to, and they're going to drop shards. So this is where we're introduced to shards. We also have orbs or orbiths or whatever they're called. So we've got shards, we've got orbiths. So orbiths go to the Purveyor of Curiosities. I believe that's what that official title of Lisveth is in town, in Kovashad. And then you've got this gentleman's name is the Unsavory Oddities. So that's where you go spend your shards. Two different ways to gamble, two different ways to get screwed over by RNG. So if y'all played Kadala, if y'all played D3 and rolled Kadala a lot, or Geed and D2, you know what I'm talking about. You end up hating those characters. I'm sure these will be two of these people that we're not going to like now. Alright, so let's talk about the Tree of Whispers for a second. This is another new system that we've never seen before. It's a little similar to bounties, except the major difference is you're not getting crafted materials for this. You're getting, from what we're seeing on this video, you can select from a cache of different weapons or items. So one-handed weapons, boots, gloves, like in this example here. So that's pretty cool. You actually get a cache collection of items that you can, hopefully are good. You can actually put aspects on and make better stuff. All right, everybody's long awaited this PvP. Fields of Hatred is what it's called for these PvP areas. That's very similar to the Helltide stuff, where there's a corruption area of the map. That's where you can go to PvP. Not 100% on if it's random generated or these are permanent areas of the map that have this corruption to where you can go PvP. What's nice about it is shards are involved with this as well. So you kill a player, you get shards. The thing about PvP shards is you have to actually purify these shards before you can use them in town. And I guess the game has some sort of system to let everybody know that, hey, Hawg's over here trying to purify these shards. And then, you know, you're very vulnerable. You have to defend yourself and
prepare to defend yourself
stuff. So that brings an aspect to PvP that we've never seen before. And, I just want to touch on the armory. This shit right here cracks me up right here. Y'all, number one, you're not going to be able to play this like Diablo 3 or any other Diablo game that you've ever played. It's a new game. You're going to have to learn how to play it. The mere assumption that you could just load the game and play it like Diablo 2 or Diablo 3, whatever the game was that you were playing before you played this, it's stupid. You're going to have to learn how to play the new game. It's going to be different than the other games. So there's not going to be an armory. Get over it. Like, just get over it. Like, I'm going to just give y'all some sound advice. The faster that you can get over some of these things that are bothering you and just accept it as it's part of the new game and you'll have to learn how to play that, or better yet, go back and play Diablo 1. Like, go to GOG, Galaxy Games, and download it for $10 and play it for 10 minutes. And I promise you, all of these concerns that you having, they'll wipe away. Because they're just, I don't want to create 4 wizards so I can use one build. Tough shit. Like, they want you to be invested in your character. They don't want to make it easy for you to respec. That's part of the challenge. Oh my god, there's a challenge in a video game? Ah! The challenge of this is to build a character you don't have to respec a bunch of stuff on. Guys, embrace the game And so let's see what happens. You're going to have to make a new character. That's the way it was in Diablo 2. That's the way it was any other time. And so they brought it back. Because guess what? A lot of y'all bitched about having it in the first place. Well, all we know is the community's never going to be satisfied. There's always going to be somebody crying. But I'm going to tell you right now, you ain't got an armory. Time to move on. But anyway, appreciate it, y'all. Do me a favor, hit like, hit subscribe if you like my content. If you need a Discord to run with, the House for Hawg, link is in the description. We ain't mild, we wild over there. We got Diablo 2 Resurrected, Diablo 3, and Diablo 4. Me and a couple of the other dudes are actually doing a Diablo 1 play on simulated land right now. That's a lot of fun. So we just got a lot of stuff going on. We're prepping for D4, got a good community. So if you need somebody to run with, don't hesitate. Come on in over there. We also got Clan Plebs for Life, Diablo 3, Diablo 4. As soon as it launches, we'll be kicking that bad boy back off. So if you need a clan to run with, let us know. Anyway, stay tuned for more real Diablo 4 content. I'm not going to blow smoke, so when you see a real update, it means we got some real news. And I appreciate y'all for watching. We'll see you next time.